Can you own your own rose garden? A very large rose garden? Well, it is highly unlikely for many, but not so for the very rich. It's all a matter of the accident of birth. There is a very fertile place, however, between your ears. It's called your mind. You can have a rose garden there, a very large rose garden, or for that matter, anything else you wish. With your mind comes imagination, and with your imagination you may have and control just about anything you wish. If then you can visualize it, perhaps you can make it happen. There is a requirement, however. You must think for yourself. Thinking for many is impossible. They, the others, would rather have a hero or heroine, a messenger, if you will, who tells them what to think, and how to feel. There are statues and icons to these messengers and few to the message. These intellectually lazy, the non-thinkers, are so engrossed with the messengers that they're unable or unwilling to see the flaws of their messengers, that their words do not match their deeds, that their noble ideals are disguised for their evil attitudes and thoughts. They fail to see that, for them, the rose garden is not out there somewhere, locked into their words of others, but are, and always have been, inside themselves. And when these false administrators of so-called truths demand that their non-thinkers jump, the spiritualists starved don't ask why. They all in unison respond, how high? The atrophy of their mind prevents them from seeing the rose garden of their soul. Yes, there is the accident of birth. We're all victims of the accident of birth. The children born in the back alleys of the back streets of Calcutta, with their deliberately broken arms and legs, to make them better beggars, you see, are not treated the same way as the children born in Manhattan, New York. One set of children need no imagination because what is in front of them is greater than they can imagine. The other set of children will survive today only because of their imagination and its marriage to hope. One may own a rose garden while the other must create it in their mind. One lady told me that she misses California. There she had her own rose garden. I told her that I love Tidewater, Virginia, because for mere pennies a day I can visit this beautiful garden without ever having to waste energy, money, or time in maintaining it. When I'm here, I have the freedom of thought. My fertile mind feeds on the beauty of this place. I use my imagination to visualize a better world. I see a world where the parents in the ghettos of Calcutta no longer have to deform their children so that they can become better beggars. I see a world where religion is seen for what it is, and God herself become the impetus of goodness, integrity, ethics, and happiness. The rose garden of my mind see a world filled with beauty. The rose garden of my mind, like those of different colors, see people of different colors, all beautiful. The rose garden of my mind, like these roses of different colors, see people of different colors, all beautiful. The rose garden of my mind embrace the messages of love and ignore the messengers with the Achilles heel that speak with forked tongue. Messages of love is important. Messengers that speak only of love are not important. Mutual respect and admiration for all life form is important. Divisiveness, the messages of preachers, are not healthy. The rose garden in my mind sees a beautiful world, one of which I am one of the beautiful members, just as you are. And what of my words? Do they have value? Only in the context of your mind. After all, do these pictures have value? No two people will ever hear what I say and interpret what I say the same way. Each of us see and hear what we see and hear through our own filters. I've said that before. Our filters are made of knowledge, enlightenment, and experiences, and being told how to think. When I speak of the accident of birth, many people, I would suspect, never thought of themselves as being privileged. Why should they? They live in a normal world that consists of us versus them. They are not important. We are. The son who lives in opulence, wealth made by the father through slavery, that son need not feel guilty by an economic system used by his father. It is all the accident of birth. The daughter who inherited millions made by a mother via sweatshops in third worlds have nothing to be concerned about. The deeds of the mother have very little to do with the daughter's lifestyle. It is all the accident of birth. Do you really believe that? If you do, what of the slave and the slave laborer? The accident of birth? For me, being here in the Rose Garden does not allow me the luxury of discrimination. Because of my concept of humanity, I think differently. I have a conscience. I cannot, in all conscience, adopt the attitude that I have mine and I don't care about them. After all, it's all about the accident of birth. One man said that if God didn't want them sheared, he would not have made them sheep. And the same applies to people. Some are born to serve and others are born to be their masters. The accident of birth. Being here in the garden among the roses, I use my own filters. I care. I don't find the accident of birth a good excuse for continued exploitations. I want to see a world based on equity. I want justice for all. I think in this peaceful place, peace is possible all over the world. The roses speak of harmony among the roses, cultivated to be sure, so why can't we cultivate harmony? The roses of different colors and shades are here by design, to be sure. So why can't we, having people of different persuasion, work together by design? You see what I mean? The roses are so very beautiful. They speak of amazing shades to my colorful mind. My wish is that you ignore everything that I have said and think for yourself. If you agree with me, that's fine. If you don't agree with me and you reach your own conclusions honestly, then more power to you. My wish is that you have heard a word, a sentence, or a thought, and you then went off on your own and saw things a bit differently. What do you think?